Shalom, family. I'm here to make a quick video, if I may, of an incident that happened, and also give a testimony of an incident that happened to myself when I was a 13-year-old boy in Louisiana. Okay, so I'm gonna open up with a scripture in the Ecclesiasticus, which is Sirach, in the chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thy enemy, for as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Okay, I'm gonna read that again. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. So who is the enemy of the Israelites? Okay, because we calling ourselves black. We calling ourselves an oxymoron statement, which is African American. You can't be from Leo Skippy Africanus or American Van Spucci. Those are two Caucasian men. Okay, go do your history. Go look it up. All this information is out. So let's see who our enemy is in the Bible. Not what I say. I'm going to let the Bible speak, because we all should know that by now, but some of us are stiff-necked. Okay, this is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 48. Therefore shall thy serve thy enemy, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger. So where you go get your food from? And in thirst, where you go get your water from? And in nakedness, where do you go get all your clothes, your shoes, your socks, your underwear, t-shirts, everything you wear from? Where do you go? To your enemy. That's what the Lord is saying. In want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. So we were destroyed in the slave trade. Before that, on the way to America and scattered throughout this earth. Okay, these people are, the Lord is saying they're your enemy. See, in the book of Malachi, chapter 3 and verse 6, I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob won't be consumed. And I just paraphrase that. Thank the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, because that's his name. His name is not Jesus Christ. Okay? And I've used that term, of course, feeding the flock, because that's what they're used to hearing. Okay? But that's not his real name. His name is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahweh Shai. Okay? But I'm not going to, that's another topic. I'm going to let this video play. Okay? And then I'll read some precepts and share testimony, if the Lord is willing.
Tonight, as tensions now mount in Bloomington, Indiana, after a black man said a group of white men allegedly threatened to get a noose. Videos of the incident have gone viral, and it is difficult to watch. Here's Alex Prez.
Tonight, investigations underway in Indiana after this disturbing video posted on social media showing a group of white men attacking a black man, 36-year-old Vox Booker.
Thank God, dude.
The men hurling racist slurs and pinning Booker against a tree.
One of the gentlemen yells to his friend to get a noose. I thought these individuals were literally going to lynch me.
The ordeal unfolding July 4th at Lake Monroe near Bloomington, Indiana. Booker says he and his friend, who's white, were headed to the public beach when he says the men accused him of trespassing on private property. Booker says he tried to calmly talk to them but was assaulted.
I'm struggling to breathe. I can feel the weight of these gentlemen on top of me.
Booker says what saved him was that his friends and bystanders refused to leave. The county prosecutor saying she's waiting for investigators to turn the case in for review, but tonight we've learned the FBI is opening a hate crime investigation.
Thank God, dude.
I just see so many images pass through my mind of George Floyd, of the countless black people we've seen be killed in horrible ways. And I think to myself, am I going to be them?
And David, there was a protest supporting Vox Booker last night that turned violent after a car drove into the crowd of demonstrators. 2 of those demonstrators were injured. Authorities tonight are still searching for the driver of that car. David?
Just horrible images on that front as well. Alex, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephan.
Okay. I'm going to read Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, and I'm going to read verse 12. Because he mentioned he had a friend with him, which is his enemy. Okay? I'm going to say that again. Because they use the term white. That came out in 1981. So did black. Okay, that's to control oppositions. Okay, that's to control us. Because black, if you look it up, it means a numerous of negative things. Matter of fact, I'm going to read. I have a Webster New World Dictionary. Okay, and I like old school because who changed the truth of God into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the creator? This book was published, a copyright in 1953 to 1968 to also 1972. Okay, and this is a hard book copy right here. Okay, and you can see black right there. Okay, and I'm gonna read some of the definitions and what it says. It says totally without light, in complete darkness. Listen at that. Let's just listen at that. Without cream, milk. Listen at that. Said or coffee. Solid. Dirty. Wearing black clothing. Evil. Wicked. Harmful. Disgraceful. Full of sorrow. Suffering. Sad. Come on, man. Come on. So that's what we calling ourselves? That's what we calling ourselves. Because this is ridiculous. We are the biblical Israelites. Now we're scattered. Okay, we're not Ham, we're not Canaanites, we're not Egyptians, we're not Africans. Okay, we need to wake up, people. We really do, because the time is near. I'm going to read the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, and I'm going to read verse 12. Okay, set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the least remember my words, and be pricked therewith. I'm going to read verse 16. An enemy speaks sweetly, his friends, with his lips, but in his heart he have imagined how to throw thee into the pit. Man, the Most High do not lie. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. Okay? That's what the Most High is saying. I'm going to read Romans 13 and 11. And I'm going to close this out. I'm not going to keep it too much longer. Excuse for the glare. Okay? But this is for the listening, actually the elect. Because the rest of us, we're not going to get it. But I'm going to read. Let's go to the book of Romans. Okay, give me a minute. Let's see. Let's go to the book of Romans. Romans, right here. All praise to the Most High. Chapter 13. And I'm going to read verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. So the Lord's saying he's going to wake us up in the last days. That's last days in John 6:44. Okay? Those men are going to be drawn to the Most High in the last day. He's going to wake us up. Matter of fact, instead of me just saying it, I'll read it. Because that's how I like to get down. I like to get down, thus says the Lord. Okay? Not what I say so much. And I'm going to give his testimony. This is John 6:44. No man can come to me except the Father which hath sent me draw him. Okay? And I will raise him up at the last day. Okay? So what we witnessed in this video, I'm going to give a testimony that I experienced that happened to myself and a friend when I was about 13 years old. My stepdad at the time had purchased me a mini trail bike, they called it. It was like a little CT-70. This was in Louisiana, and if anybody know about Louisiana, you could do your research. They called it Sportsman's Paradise because it's below sea level, like a bird sanctuary, man. I mean, plenty birds and from alligators to a lot of fish. And where you have a lot of birds, of course, birds are going to feed on the land. So you had a lot of insects and birds, bees, and trees and woodsy area. So I was from a small town, and my friend that came over for the weekend to ride my mini trail bike. So that Friday night, he came and we ate and went to sleep, watched TV, went to sleep, and got up early that morning. My mom fixed us breakfast, and we went venturing out on the the little mini trail bike, okay? And of course, I was familiar with some parts in the woodsy area where we were going, and we explored a little further than what I normally would do because I was with my friend, right? So we're out there and we hear some men hunting. They're shooting, and then they see us. They see my friend and I on our bike, and they said to one another, "Look at them little nick. Let's get them little nick." You know what I want to say, right? Let's get them. Look at them little nick. Let's kill them. And man, audience, they started shooting at us. I mean, this was real. This was back in the day too. Okay? Cause my age now, I ain't gonna say my age, but I'm almost 50, going 55, going up. Okay? And at the time, I was about 13, 14 years old, no more than that. And we got so afraid. We were so afraid. Listen to me, audience, to where we were in the woods and we ran into a big bushel of grass. It's because it's below sea level. It's in Louisiana, right? I'm in Louisiana, and when we hit that, we fell, and we were so afraid. I actually urined on myself. And this is real. And my friend burned himself on the pipe on the bike because it was hot. And what I did, I immediately turned the gas off because the gas started spewing out of the gas tank because the bike had laid down on the side. So I turned the gas off, we picked the bike up, and we started pushing the bike away from the shooting where these men were coming after us. And we were able to look back, and we can see them in a distance. And it was like 4 of them. This was real, man. And so we were able to go away from the shooting, away from what we were able to notice, to where visually we couldn't see them anymore, but we didn't know our location. Okay, all we knew that we were in the woods in a place called Lake Charles, Louisiana. Okay, and man, we were so scared, and we were praying and holding each other like we just like, we're gonna die, man. This is it. And the Most High, like I said, He's in the midst of Israel. He protect us. And what happened, I was able to see a road that was covered up with grass, because it was an old air base that was closed down. It was Chenault. The name of it was Chenault Air Base, and it was an old air base that was closed. And I was able to see some trails of some, like a road, and we got on that road, and we looked down the way, and from a distance we seen a car pass. So we knew when we seen that car that was a main road. Okay, and we pushed that bike and we ran with that bike, and we wouldn't start it because we didn't want them to hear that bike start. Okay, and we got away, and we were so happy when this happened, and at the same time, this incident that happened will never leave my soul, because those white men, those 4 white men, they were like, let's kill these little niggas. They were hunting out there, and they were gonna hunt us and kill us. And I just wanted to share that with the listening audience, because this is going on now in America. This been going on. This has been going on. And the thing of the difference is, you have these apparatus, you have these cell phones. Everybody have a recorder on their phone and a camera. Okay? So I just want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. I want to thank the elders and the teachers and the preachers within the Battle Axe that's supporting me, and also my brothers that's out risking their lives throughout the earth the other elders in other severious camps that's teaching the true name, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, and the raw truth out of the Bible with diligent work and sincerity. Those elect, hopeful elect. Okay? I just want to thank those brothers out there doing the work. And shalom to the rest of the listening ear. Okay? And again, the water.